in front of the Marine Corps recruiting station today because the recruiters are recruiting young people to commit war crimes. Young people are recruited into the service, they are indoctrinated, they are trained, and then they are deployed and ordered to commit war crimes. The war in Iraq is not a mistake. The war in Iraq is a crime. And there are war criminals in power, and they have now been exposed as ordering torture. They should all be indicted for war crimes and sent to The Hague to be prosecuted. Silence plus torture equals complicity. If you're not sure yourself what it means that this government is ordering people to be waterboarded, then stick around and watch. In 5 minutes, we're going to waterboard right here. We have the CIA. We have the military. We have a victim.
What is an illegal war? An illegal war is when you go to war and you have no reason. They were not attacking you. They could not attack you. That makes it illegal. Using depleted uranium on civilians. Contaminating water supplies. White phosphorus. Join, the world can't wait. All of these programs will be handed to the next president. They won't go away. Drive out the Bush regime.
All the presidential candidates are calling for an expanded U.S. military. All the presidential candidates are calling for more troops, more murder. Don't let them turn our youth into murderers and war criminals. They're preying on the youth. They're lying. They roll up in their Hummers telling us to be all you can be. They make war seem like a video game. If the recruiters have a right to have these doors open, then the Iraqi people have no right to live. And we say no. Honk if you want the war to stop. Honk if you want the war crimes to end. Honk if you want the torture to stop. Honk if you want the war crimes to stop. Honk if you want the war to stop. Honk if you want the war crimes to stop. Berkeley, let us hear you. Berkeley, let us hear you. Let him hear you all over the country. Let him hear you in Iraq. There is no way to stop this war unless people like you get out of your cars, get out of your comfort zones, get out of the security and safety of normal life in the United States of America, such as it is, and say no.
In your high school cafeteria, in your career center, at the mall, in Berkeley, in Oakland, all throughout the country, shut down these military recruiters. They have no right to be here or anywhere else because their right to recruit is directly in conflict, in contradiction with the right of the Iraqi people to live. Quote, we were allowed to shoot whatever we wanted. We opened fire on everything. There were no rules governing the amount of force we were allowed to use. This is what we were expected to do. We were told to fuck them up by people like the people that are being recruited right here in this Marine Corps station. They should be the Marine Corps because that's what they leave behind after they're done with the country of Iraq. 1 million corpses. If you think that the Iraqis have a right to have a right to live, then you cannot support the right of these recruiters to recruit in order to kill them. Now it's been documented that up to the highest levels of government in the White House, the president and his advisors, Condoleezza Rice, Colin Powell, Dick Cheney, sat there planning and directing which torture techniques should be used on which detainees. We don't want to just leave this conversation in the abstract. We want you guys to actually see for yourself what waterboarding looks like.
I want everyone out of my area. We cannot tolerate this delay. We need the information.
Someone tell me what's going on here. I haven't done anything.
I want the interrogation to start.
Uncooperative. What are you doing to me? Enemy combatant. What are you doing? What are you going to do to me?
Where do you work? How much money do you make?
Answer! I don't understand. When she asks you a question, answer!
I can't stupid, he didn't make it.
answer the question.
I don't make a lot of money. I just work for a computer repair company. When did you convert to Islam? 2 months ago.
Who is Mahmoud? Mahmoud.
I don't know anyone by that name. Answer her question. I don't know who that is.
Al-Maliki. Who is Abdullah Maliki?
I don't know who he is.
We'll find out where you are.
You need to answer these questions.
Attorney General Michael Berkeley, George Bush, and others say that waterboarding
What's happening to me?
is simulated drowning.
Very well, he's just my neighbor. Here's your lint to Rizzle. He's right here. See where he signed? How did you We know this? You're lying. I don't
We
understand
know it.
how you got this. When she asks you a question, you answer. You got that right. You're doing this to me. What are the charges?
Do it again. Come on. We
don't
this
need
information.
charges. Uh-oh.
At this point, the detainee would have water in his lungs, up his nose, and he'd be on the verge of death.
He's not going to answer any questions right now. Let's just go for lunch.
Okay. We'll come back later. He still has a pulse.
Michael Mukasey and George Bush, they cannot say if waterboarding is torture now. What do you think?
It's torture!
So we're hoping that these Marine Corps recruiters in here who've been watching this demonstration, that they learn something. Learn something about the nature of this war, the nature of what they're actually recruiting for. So any Marines that want to come out and debate the nature of this war can come out right now. Otherwise, I'm going to turn the mic over to Joe.
I'm a United States Navy veteran who served honorably from 1990 to 1994. I'm a journalist for Flashpoints on Pacifica Radio and a World Can't Wait activist. This is torture, and this is not simulated drowning. In fact, there is no such thing. Since my Navy service as a deep-sea diver and deep-sea diving medical technician already gave me an intimate understanding of the anatomy and physiology of water asphyxiation and drowning. You cannot simulate the physiological effects of drowning. You either are breathing or you are not. There is water in your airways and lungs, or there is not. The surfactant on the alveoli in your lungs is compromised, or it is not. You are losing consciousness due to the inability to breathe because of water blocking your airways, or you are not. All you have to do to support this savage practice is absolutely nothing. Or simply vote for any of the 3 presidential candidates, all of whom have done nothing to stop this country from torturing people. Even if the Marines didn't waterboard people, they make up for it by war crimes such as collective punishment, bombing hospitals, killing innocent civilians, or raping and murdering teenage girls like what happened in Haditha, March 12, 2006, when some Marines broke into a 14-year-old girl's house, killed her family, then raped and murdered her. The Marines tried to excuse this penultimate crime against humanity by saying they were under stress due to losing a comrade to a roadside bomb, or that the perpetrator had some personality disorder. Problem is, I was stationed with Marines over in Japan during peacetime, and rape and sexual assault on their behalf and that of other U.S. military operatives was rampant. This also brings me to the subject of misconduct by recruiters right here in the United States, which has gone from over 400 cases in 2004 to 630 cases in 2005. Most of the assaults took place in government vehicles or recruiting offices like this one. Isn't that right, jarheads? Semper Fi, rape and die. The world can't wait. Drive out the Bush regime.
So for all those reasons and many more, we're going to be delivering the Marine Corps Recruiting Center of Berkeley their official, formal eviction notice.
Shutting it down, down to the ground. Shutting it down, we gonna board up their windows. Shutting them down.
Bring them on.